that's the confusing part for me. Like if you're only allowing brand new people to upload 3 listings, but your default listing setting is to have like 10 different things that you're trying to push up, like of course you're going to get this error every time. So that's why I wanted to cover this. Let's go ahead and jump into our question of the week. This is from someone else who went out. They were making their first listing on Merch by Amazon, which is very exciting. They're getting to use their account. This person was very frustrated. I reached out to her and asked if I could use this information because I was like, I don't want to put you on blast, but I did want to show off kind of the frustration that she was having. But let me stop talking about it and show you guys. This question is coming from someone who I've been communicating with over the last couple of days. And this is just like something that they ran into that they were frustrated with clearly. So, hi Nate, I've been trying to figure this out without bothering you, but nothing I do works. I got photos uploaded into Merch, so we helped her get the PNG, and now she has a PNG that she's uploading into Merch, but they never saved or published. I've done this every day this week numerous times, last Monday, and still nothing. The photo size is fine. They upload onto the page, but it never sticks. Is there a service anyone offers to do these? Obviously, this is over my head. I'm sorry to bother you with this, but I'm beyond frustrated. I don't feel bothered by these questions. Like, I enjoy helping people when they feel stuck and frustrated, especially when they're beyond frustrated. It's very powerful language. So I'm happy to help, and we did get this figured out within, like an hour or so, which was awesome. But 2 things I want to point out here is, one, she asked, is there a service that anyone offers to do something like this? And I'm assuming that she's meaning like to go into your account and make the listing for you. I just want to point out that that is against terms of service to allow someone else into your account. And so we just wanted to warn against that. If you get to a level where you're looking to do things outside of Merch by Amazon, then we can talk more about that. If it's Shopify or Redbubble or something else that's not quite as strict as Merch by Amazon, happy to help in that area. Again, we can jump on a call and talk about exactly what that looks like, as I don't have like a formal service like we do for artwork or anything like that. So it's just something to think about, to know, just some information I want to put out there in case anyone who does want to go in your account or for whatever reason or whatever. But the actual point of what she messaged me about.
Well, I want to take a second. As people ask us to do more of that, like hands-off running their business type thing, is that something that you're interested in? I know in Merch, like you just said, it is against terms of service, but I know with Shopify, you're setting up more stores, you're helping more people. Is that something that you would offer?
And we can talk about it. As we just talked about, time is tight, so I don't know if I can commit to like fully running someone else's store, but walking them through.
Okay, I guess, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Just like helping them set certain things up in their account. Okay.
Yeah, walking them through the process, recording that stuff so you guys can go back and watch it anytime, as long as we can find a time that works for both of us, or if I can just do it and send you a video, like whatever works best for you. So wherever you're at, like I said, it doesn't quite work on Merch by Amazon unless you want to do like a screen share. We can try to think about something like that. But I think the best like next step, if that sounds intriguing to you, is just to jump on a 20-minute call with me so we can talk about possible solutions for whatever your situation is again. I try not to do like just general things where I'm trying to like shoehorn you into like, no, this is exactly what this call is about. I want to be here for you guys. I want to be your wingman. So wherever you're at in this business, if it's time for you to hire VAs and you've got to figure out how all that works and having multiple teams work together, all stuff that me and Stephen have done, and we're again happy to talk about that. We want to offer you guys solutions when you're stuck or frustrated, whether how small or big you think they are. There are chances that we've probably gone through something similar as we've been in this business for quite a while. So hopefully that's helpful. So after this person asked this question, they sent me a screenshot, which it's a little blurry, I know, but I want to show you guys, like, this is exactly what I'm getting, and this is how I helped. And so you can see this little error message at the top of their screen that says you have 10 remaining available products to publish and 3 new submissions remaining for the day. So they are at that tier 10, and they can push 3 submissions for the day through. And so after seeing this, I went back to this person. I asked her if she could click on the select products button, which is at the top right-hand side of the page, and take a picture of that for me so we can figure out exactly why it was saying that you're submitting too many listings. And that was my understanding. We talked about it a little bit. She did uncheck some of that stuff, but as you can see from this picture that she sent me, she had selected .uk and .de for the t-shirts. And so that was a problem, because even though she only has 3 products selected, which their default I think is like 6 or 7, so that's the confusing part for me. Like, if you're only allowing brand new people to upload 3 listings, but your default listing setting is to have like 10 different things that you're trying to push up, like, of course you're going to get this error every time. So that's why I wanted to cover this, but also the little added information that .uk and .de also count as separate listings. Just because they're on another marketplace doesn't mean that they get counted separately. They're all bunched in together. So this is technically 5 listings that she was trying to push up, and she only had the allowance to push 3 up. So yeah, obviously you can't do that, but just something that if you're going to make a listing for the first time, I could see being very frustrating, as she let us know in that previous message that, hey, like, this is stupid, basically, and we were able to figure out exactly what the problem was, and understand that. So one thing that I did after that was all said and done, well, 2 things actually. The first I wanted to point out is that this review button should be like the new Merch by Amazon blue tealish color when you filled out everything correctly. That way you can actually push it through to the review. That's the last step when you're done making a listing. You want to make sure that you're pushing it through review. It can take 1 to 7 days sometimes, especially if it's a first listing that you've ever put up, for them actually to go over it. Usually it's their very first listing. They have someone manually go over that, so that can take more time. But that's what you're going to do. You're going to hit review. It's going to go into a process where someone has to manually look at it and give it the okay for it to go live on Amazon. The other thing that I wanted to point out about this screenshot in particular is the save publish settings. That's something that I pointed out as a good thing to do from this point forward, just so that you don't have to go in there and uncheck all of those things every time. Now, something to note is if you have a title and a bullet point and a brand all filled in there, and you hit that button, then it's going to save all of that stuff. So what you can do is delete out all of that and remove all the selected products that you have, and just choose the exact ones that you want to pop up every time that you go to make a listing. So you don't have to like every time go and check a million checkboxes and pick the colors and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool, all of what it can save, but just something to think about as you're going to be making more and more listings. Hopefully this will just save you a little bit of time, and they don't explain this very well. So the save publish settings button is down there in the left hand corner of the bottom of the page. You can see this is the very bottom where they talk about the terms of service and all that stuff. So review on the right hand side, you want to see that. Turn the Amazon Merch by Amazon bluish color and save publish settings to save you a little bit of time next time you make a listing.